So today's Torah portion is the Passover Torah reading for day 7, the portion for Shabbat. And it describes the parting of the Red Sea, the Song of Moses and also Miriam, and some of Israel's experience following the Exodus, which we will get to shortly. And just real quick, this video is intended for Messianic believers and just believers in Jesus who believe Jesus is the Messiah, but absolutely you're welcome to continue watching even if you don't believe in Jesus yet. But as all of you know and most likely heard all about at the Seder last week, the Passover story as well as the table, the Seder elements, they contain parallels and pictures that hide, foreshadow, and anticipate the Messiah, the Lamb of God, slain for our exodus from sin. I mean, you've got the lamb shank bone, right? No surprise there. Yeshua came in the picture of a sacrificed lamb whose blood would take away the sins of the world and spare those who believe in him of eternal death and a far greater Pharaoh. He also comes in the picture of unleavened bread, free of chametz, free of sin, and like the matzah that gets broken at the table, his body too was broken. But today I want to actually focus on another imagery that I think gets somewhat eclipsed by all the focus on all the other elements. And this is Moses himself. How exactly does Moses in the Passover story foreshadow the Messiah? I mean, if you think about it, us Messianics, we sure take a lot for granted when we talk about Messiah in the Passover story or Seder, right? But how many of us actually stop to first think how the original Moses in the Passover points to the Messiah in the Passover? So how does Moses himself foreshadow the Messiah? So of course, I can't talk about all the ways that Moses points to the Messiah, but day 7 of the Passover Torah reading contains some pretty big pointers. You see, the signs and the wonders that Moses and Yeshua perform share a lot in common. They parallel each other. And in particular to the readings of day 7 of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, their signs and wonders involve water. Lots and lots of dangerous waters. Central to the reading of day 7 is the mouth-dropping parting of the Red Sea wonder. Well, what equally big and dramatic sea water wonder does Yeshua also perform in the Brit Hadashah, in the New Testament? That's right, I'm glad you guessed it. There's actually two. The calming of the storm and him walking on the Sea of Galilee, as well as Peter. Peter also gets to walk on water. Well, one might even say that walking on water is the next level to parting the waters. I mean, imagine if the Israelites walked on the Red Sea. In any case, both of Yeshua's wonders parallel the wonders that God performed through Moses, because, as the New Testament says, the winds and the waves obeyed the command of both Moses and Yeshua, thus proving that God was with both. In fact, the Exodus text says that after the people saw the Red Sea part, they feared and believed in the Lord and in his servant Moses. The New Testament also says that on many occasions, really, that many believed in his name, in Yeshua's name, when they saw the miracles that he had done. Another water motif found in day 7 of the Passover Torah portion is the turning of bitter, undrinkable water into sweet, drinkable water. Well, what did Yeshua also transform? That's right, he turned the water into wine. Another sign that Moses performs is raining manna down from heaven. Well, this parallels what? Yeshua's multiplication of bread and fish for 10,000, probably 20,000 people, in fact. Also, at the end of the Torah portion, God tells Israel, I am the Lord your healer. And through Moses, God also performed many healings. Well, God did the same through Yeshua. He did all sorts of miraculous healings. Well, the parallels go on and on. And it's important to see the parallels between Moses and Yeshua because through these signs and wonders, God was testifying to and backing up his chosen servant, validating him for Moses or Yeshua. And Yeshua not only came in the steps of Moses, but he came as the greater Moses, a prophet like Moses in whom God says, I will put my name. So as Nicodemus the Pharisee says in the New Testament, no one could perform the signs you are doing if God were not with him. So there you have it. Happy day 7 of the Feast of Unleavened Bread.